10 money-making mindsets the wealthy never reveal. The wealthy have a list of 10 money taboos they almost never share. You won't hear them on TV, you won't find them in textbooks, and they definitely won't tell the masses. But today, I'm going to reveal them to you. These aren't little tips and tricks. These are 10 life-changing mindsets that have helped millions rise from nothing to achieve financial freedom. And I'm not going to share them randomly. I'll reveal them in order, from the least important to the most important. Because mindset number 10, the final secret, is the key. If you miss it, all your efforts to make money may be pointless. But if you understand it, apply it, and live by it, your financial life will never be the same. Remember this. The world doesn't pay you for how hard you work. It only pays you for how you think and the value you create. And these 10 mindsets will help you see the truth the wealthy always keep hidden. If you're truly serious about changing your financial future, watch until the end. And before we start, make sure you hit subscribe to Mindset for Wealth right now. Because here, I'll give you not just knowledge, but the secrets no one else will teach you about money, investing, and the millionaire mindset. Part 1. Don't rely on just one source of income. Most people make the same mistake. They only have one source of income. It could be a monthly paycheck, a full-time job, or a small business. And they believe that as long as they hold on to that one thing long enough, their finances will be secure. But here's the harsh truth. All it takes is one setback, losing your job, an economic downturn, or even a health issue, and your entire income can disappear overnight. Do you see how dangerous that is? Think of it this way. You're walking across a bridge over a raging river. If the bridge has only one support pillar, the moment it breaks, everything collapses. But if the bridge has multiple pillars, it can still stand strong, even if one gives out. That's exactly how the wealthy structure their finances. They never put all their eggs in one basket. The wealthy always create multiple streams of income. One might come from their main job, another from investments, another from rental properties, another from digital products, another from dividends or business profits. When one slows down, the others keep flowing. This diversity is what keeps them from ever worrying about how to survive next month. The important thing isn't how big you start. You can begin with small income streams, selling online, creating digital content, renting out an extra room, or investing in a long-term fund. Even small streams, when added together, build a strong foundation. The wealthy don't depend, they take control. And when you have multiple streams of income, you're not just making money, you're building true financial security. Part 2. Know how to delegate to the right people. One of the biggest mistakes that keeps many people from moving up is trying to do everything themselves. They want to handle it all from A to Z: sales, customer service, product creation, marketing, accounting, even delivery. They think doing it all saves money and keeps things safe. But in reality, the more they hold on to, the more exhausted and broke they become. Instead of being the owner, they've turned themselves into a machine. Picture 2 coffee shop owners. The first one does everything by himself, makes the drinks, serves the customers, handles the cash register. Every day he runs around until he's completely drained, yet his revenue barely grows. The second one hires employees, trains them, and focuses on building the brand and scouting new locations. The result? After 1 year, the first guy is still stuck in the same cafe, while the second has opened 3 new branches. That's not luck. It's the mindset of knowing how to delegate to capable people. The wealthy understand this. Their time is more valuable than gold. If someone else can do it better, they hire them. If a tool can automate it, they invest in it. They know that every minute spent on small tasks is a minute lost from creating bigger opportunities. The key isn't doing everything yourself. The key is doing the right things and letting the right people handle the rest. The wealthy don't control every little detail. They control the system. And that's exactly what allows them to scale quickly without getting trapped in the cycle of busyness. So ask yourself, do you want to be the worker in your own business or the leader who multiplies value? The wealthy have already made their choice. Part 3. Own smart, not directly. Most people believe that to become wealthy, they must physically own things: houses, cars, shops, land. They think that unless their name is on it and they can hold it in their hands, it isn't real wealth. But this mindset traps them, tying up their money, piling on management headaches, and exposing them to higher risks. Because not everything you own makes you money. Sometimes it does the opposite. It drains your pocket. Take a car, for example. The average person buys a luxury car to show off status, but in reality, that car loses value every single day. The wealthy think differently. They don't need to own the car outright to benefit from it. Instead, they might buy shares in a transportation company or invest in a rising ride-hailing platform. That way, instead of the car taking money away, it brings money back to them. The wealthy excel at owning indirectly: business equity, patents, brands, data, franchise rights. They don't have to stand inside a store to sell products, yet they earn profits from dozens of stores running on their behalf. They don't need to create videos every day, but they might own a content system that generates revenue nonstop. The difference is simple. The wealthy don't chase shiny things just to have them. They choose to own assets that multiply in value, even when they're not there. So instead of asking, "What do I own?" start asking, "Does what I own actually make me money? And if not, is there a smarter way to own?" That's the secret most people never see. Part 4, use money to buy back time. Most people trade their time for money. They work hour by hour, day by day, month by month. If they stop working, the income stops. If they get sick, their finances collapse. This is the trap that keeps them stuck in the cycle of struggle, because time is the one asset you can never buy back. Picture someone working 70 hours a week, grinding day and night. They collect a paycheck every month, but their income can't grow because their time is limited. Meanwhile, the wealthy often work less, yet money flows in consistently. What's their secret? They don't sell their time, they buy it back. The wealthy are willing to hire employees, partner with experts, and invest in tools and automation. They understand that if someone else can do a task at a lower cost than the value of their own time, they'll delegate it immediately. If a tool can save them 3 hours a day, they'll invest in it without hesitation. To them, buying back time is a financial lever. For example, 2 people run sugarcane juice stands. The first one squeezes every cup by hand, sweating behind the counter. The second one invests in an automatic juicer, hires extra staff, and opens new stalls. After a month, the first person is still stuck behind the counter, while the second has multiplied revenue 5-fold. That's not luck, it's mindset. The wealthy know that small tasks can be outsourced or automated, but vision and strategy can only come from them. So the question isn't, do I have enough money? The real question is, am I willing to use money to buy back my time? Because time determines whether you'll always work for money or whether money will work for you. Part 5, work smart, not just hard. Many people believe that as long as they work hard, heads down, nonstop, success will eventually come. They sacrifice health, time, even family. But after years of grinding, their finances hardly improve. Why? Because hard work alone has never been enough. The truth is, the world is full of incredibly hardworking people, factory workers, farmers, laborers, who sweat their whole lives yet never become wealthy. If sweat alone created riches, they'd be the richest of all. But they're not. The wealthy take a different path. They work smart. Take the story of 2 sugarcane juice sellers. The first one works tirelessly, squeezing by hand, selling a few dozen cups a day. The second one invests in a machine, hires extra staff, and expands to multiple stalls. Months later, the first is still sweating behind the counter, while the second barely touches the sugarcane, yet money flows steadily into their pocket. The wealthy apply the 80-20 rule. 80% of results come from 20% of the right effort. They don't try to do everything. They focus on what matters most. They don't burn themselves out. They maximize efficiency. They say no to distractions so they can focus on what truly creates value. The bottom line, working more isn't the same as working right. Successful people don't race against time. They master it. And once you start thinking like them, you'll see that smart always beats blind hard work. Part 6, build cash flow, not just one-time income. Most people earn money in a one-and-done way. They work, get a monthly paycheck. They sell a product, make a profit once, then they have to start all over again. That's why they stay stuck on the hamster wheel, running endlessly but never escaping. The wealthy think differently. They don't chase quick money, they build continuous cash flow. In other words, they do something once, but it keeps making money over and over. for years. For example, an author writes a book once, but that book can sell tens of thousands of copies for years to come. A YouTuber creates one valuable video, but that video can generate ad revenue for 5 years. An entrepreneur builds a chain of stores, and each store brings in steady monthly profits, even when they're not physically there. The poor often ask, how much profit will this make me right now? The wealthy ask, will this create long-term cash flow? They don't want money that comes and goes. They want money that flows consistently, automatically, and grows bigger over time. That's the difference between working just to get by and working to build a future. If you're only selling your time, your income is limited by your own effort. But if you learn to build systems, products, digital assets, or smart investments, you're creating financial streams that will keep flowing without end. And one day you'll realize, wealth doesn't come from one big move. It comes from small streams that eventually grow into a powerful river. Part 7. Knowledge matters more than age. Many people believe that the older they get, the longer they work, the richer they'll naturally become. They assume that years of experience automatically equal more money. But in reality, plenty of people work their whole lives and barely scrape by, while others who are much younger achieve extraordinary wealth. Why? Because age doesn't create wealth. Knowledge does. Look at the tech world. A 22-year-old can build a $1 million app, while thousands of middle-aged workers are still stuck on a paycheck-to-paycheck grind. It's not because the young founder has lived longer. It's because he knows more. He has newer knowledge, sharper skills, and fresher ways of thinking. The wealthy share one habit: lifelong learning. They read books, take courses, attend seminars, find mentors, experiment, fail, adjust, and keep learning. They understand that every new piece of knowledge can become a new financial opportunity. Meanwhile, many people waste hours scrolling social media or consuming useless news. The wealthy use that same time to study investing, upgrade their skills, and sharpen their business mindset. The difference is clear. Most people learn just to know, but the wealthy learn to apply. For them, knowledge isn't for show, it's for action, for building wealth. So never think you're poor because you're too young or too old. You're only poor when you stop learning. And if you truly want to be rich, start by upgrading yourself. Because knowledge is the highest yielding, most sustainable asset you'll ever own. Part 8. Investing in yourself is the best return turn. So many people are eager to invest for profit: real estate, gold, stocks. But there's one investment most overlook: the investment in themselves. And here's the paradox. This is the highest return, lowest risk, never depreciating investment you can ever make. Think about it. You can lose all your money, lose your job, even lose your assets. But if you have the right knowledge, skills, experience, and mindset, you can always start over and rebuild wealth. That's why the wealthy don't hesitate to spend hundreds of thousands or even millions on education, coaching, mentors, books, and training programs. Meanwhile, many struggling financially hesitate to spend even a small amount on a book or a course. Instead, they spend freely on new phones, clothes, eating out, or entertainment, yet hesitate when it comes to self-development. The result? Their finances stay stuck. Here's a classic story: a young person with just $400 in hand. Instead of putting it in the bank or buying gadgets, he enrolled in a digital marketing course. 6 months later, that skill was earning him $1,200 a month. The ROI was dozens of times higher than any other investment could have delivered. The wealthy understand this truth. They themselves are the most powerful money-making machine. The more they upgrade it, the smoother it runs, the more wealth it generates. So if you're asking, where should I invest my $400? Flip the question to, how can I use this to upgrade myself? Because when you become a better version of yourself, money will always find its way to you. Part 9. Work for freedom, not just for money. Most people work for money. They need it to live, to pay bills, to support their families. But that's exactly what keeps them trapped. They don't dare to quit, don't dare to change, don't dare to say no, because their entire life depends on their paycheck. That isn't freedom. That's financial slavery. The wealthy are different. They don't work for money. They work for freedom. And freedom doesn't mean sitting around doing nothing. It means having the power to choose what to do, who to do it with, and when to do it. For them, money is simply the tool that makes freedom possible. Picture two lives. The first person wakes up every morning because of an alarm clock, because of bills, because of pressure. The second wakes up because of purpose, goals, and passion. The first is pulled along by work, while the second chooses work that pulls them toward their future. That's the difference between working for money and working for freedom. The wealthy build sustainable income streams, so they're not dependent on any one source. Once they reach a certain financial level, they shift their focus, working for passion, for impact, for contribution. And here's the paradox. Once money stops being the main pressure, they often make even more of it because they're working with energy, creativity, and freedom. The key isn't how much you work, but why you work. If your ultimate goal is only money, you'll always feel chained. But if your goal is freedom, money becomes your loyal servant, not your master. Part 10. Money is not the goal. Value is the goal. This is the most important secret the wealthy rarely reveal. While most people spend their whole lives chasing money, successful people never make money the ultimate goal. For them, money is only the outcome. True wealth comes from creating value. Think of a farmer. If all he thinks about is how to get rice as fast as possible, he'll skip choosing the right seeds, enriching the soil, or protecting against pests. The harvest will fail. But if he focuses on the soil, the seeds, and the care, the crop will flourish and the rice will fill the barn. Money works the same way. It doesn't come because you want it. It comes because you've created real value. The wealthy don't say, "I want to make $1 million." Instead, they ask, "Who can I help? What problem can I solve? What value can I create that society truly needs?" They don't just sell labor, they sell solutions. And when those solutions serve enough people, money flows naturally. The poor often start with the question, "How much profit is in this?" The wealthy start with, "What does the customer need?" That small difference creates a massive gap in results. The world doesn't pay you because you want money. It pays you because you create value. When you shift your mindset from me to others, from profit to value, your career transforms. You build trust, a brand, and income streams that last. So stop chasing money. Become a person of value. Because money is always the result. It's never the goal. And that is the final secret, the key to all financial success. So, you've just heard all 10 money mindsets the wealthy keep hidden. From not relying on a single income source, knowing how to delegate, owning smart, using money to buy back time, to working smart, building cash flow, valuing knowledge, investing in yourself, working for freedom. And finally, the most important secret, money is not the goal. Value is the goal. As you can see, wealth isn't random. The rich aren't luckier than you. They just think differently. And when your mindset changes, your finances change. Once you start living by these principles, you'll stop chasing money, and money will start chasing you. The question now isn't, do you know these 10 mindsets? The real question is, will you start applying them today? Because wealth isn't luck, it's a choice, and that choice is in your hands right now. If you believe these ideas can change your life, don't just watch and move on. Take action today. And to make sure you never miss the next secrets about money, investing, and the millionaire mindset, hit subscribe to Mindset for Wealth right now. Here, every video is a key to unlocking your path to financial freedom. And who knows, just one powerful mindset at the right time might change your life forever. Thank you for watching until the end. I'll see you in the next video.